بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على سيدنا Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. All praise is due to Allah. May Allah's peace and blessings be upon His Prophet Muhammad and upon all the prophets that preceded him. Today there was a very successful meeting. A very successful meeting. It was said that the two countries have come to an agreement about collecting the chemical weapons from Syria. And that was a great achievement. It was a great achievement to find a solution for the chemical weapons. But what about the problem that occurred before that caused the death of 1,500 children and women? What about that? Is a meeting like this deserve to be called a successful agreement? I wonder. The question that rises is, where's the red line? Was it against storing the chemical weapon, or the red line was against killing people by the chemical weapon? I want every attendant, every viewer to put or to imagine the following issue. A serial killer, and the word serial killer is well known. A serial killer that shot maybe 20, 50 people. Let's say in one of these streets in America. Imagine if the police comes and merely saying, give me the gun. Now the gun is under our control. Thank you. And that's it. Do you think that they will say that this is a good achievement? They took the weapon from the serial killer. No. I know that if you imagine this, you're going to say, what? That doesn't make sense. And also I should say that this kind of agreement that happened today is nonsense, because it ignored the atrocity, the massacre of killing more than 1,500 children under the observation of the whole world. Isn't this amazing? And by the way, it occurs to me that they're saying the following: killing people through chemical weapon is not allowed, is a red line. But killing them with the traditional weapon, okay, it is okay. You know, that's why I keep asking myself, what's happening to the world? Where is the justice? Where is the mercy? That is why what I conclude, that all this current care about the chemical weapon is not for the favor of the Syrian people and children and women. It is for the special care of the special chosen people of God. But also, where is the FBI's investigation, following up, spying upon those countries who store chemical weapons? Didn't they know that Syria had more than 50 enrichment chemical places? sorry to say, the international law, the international constitution did not recognize until today any kind of mercy and justice in Syria. Neither mercy nor justice. What I should say to the parents of those children, don't worry. Your children are in paradise. Not inshallah. No. Because we've been told by the Prophet ﷺ that the children, not only the children of the Muslims, but even the children of the non-Muslims, they are in paradise. I'm not going to speak too long with the subject. I have a lot of things to say today. Very important topic. But I just wanted to show my sorrow for these happenings. Today's topic is the Shia disagreement with the Quran. When I was in UK, America, I always received this following traditional, continuous, repeated question. What is the difference between you guys, Sunnis, and the Shia? What is the difference? Why do we have Sunni and Shia? That was the question. As an answer to this, I briefly say to them, I make it just briefly. I pick up two issues only. First, we don't allow you, Christians, to say, oh, Jesus, help me. That is why we don't allow even Shia to say, oh, Hussein, oh, Ali, oh, Fatima, help me. Because as we say that this is shirk, for them, we say it is also shirk on you to do the same. We're not going to allow them to say, oh, Ali, oh, Muhammad. We say it from here, saying, oh, Muhammad, help me. This is shirk. And it resembles the ancient shirk that the people of Mecca used to be involved with. And the details will be on the way. But let me say this. There used to be a political Shiism. Just, I have a problem with this. I don't know how to use it. There used to be a political Shiism. It did not affect anything about religion because it was not religious disagreement. All of those who disagreed, all of those who divided onto two groups, we call them in Arabic two Shias, two cults, two groups. Their disagreement and division was based on political issue. Once Ali disagreed with Muawiyah, people divided into two groups, allies of Ali and allies of Muawiyah. That's all. That was the whole world was about. As for example, currently people used to say that there are allies of America and allies for. It seems that I'm having a problem with this. Allies of America and allies for Hitler. Allies. Many countries used to be ally for Americans and other countries. That's how it was before. It was not religious. It was not political. And it started about this. Should we retaliate or avenge against the killing of the third caliph leader, or we should not? Ali said, it is not the right time for that. Muawiyah said, I'm not going to give you my pledge, my support, my hand, until you retaliate against those killers. That was the case. Now, if I was on the same if I was one of those Muslims at the lifetime of Ali, I would be imagining myself to be behind Ali, not behind Muawiyah. Behind Ali, not behind Muawiyah. Because Ali was selected by all the Muslims to be the leader, and Muawiyah was supposed to be obeying him in delaying the killing of delaying the punishment, sentencing those who killed Uthman. He said, it's not the right time for that. We suffer a lot of fitna, so let the fitna calm down, and that's all. Muawiyah disagreed with that, and that caused the division. So if I was at the time of Muawiyah and Ali, I would have been with Ali. But what happened after that? Finish. The son of Ali, whose name is Al-Hasan, he came with an army of 40,000 soldiers to Muawiyah. And both of them, they sought reconciliation. And it took place. And they called that year of reconciliation the year of reconciliation, the year of congregation. Finish that. So what was there a word Shia at that time? No more. Finish. After the year of reconciliation, no problem. Especially the son of Ali reconciliated with the one who was fighting with Ali, and that is Muawiyah. And he gave him the leadership by the confession, not only the Sunnis, by the confession of the Shiites, who also wrote the text of agreement. And it makes it clear that Al-Hasan said, I reconciliate with Muawiyah based on these issues. First, I give him the leadership. I give it up to him. And Hassan was appointed to be the leader, but he gave it up. What for? This is a good lesson. For the favor of the Ummah. So the Ummah will not be divided. One of the families of the Prophet who used to be a very similar, the most similar person to his grandfather, the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ, Al-Hasan, he did it. He gave up something. It may be beneficial for himself. He's a leader. He gave it up. He said, I don't want it. And the price will be that the Muslims will stop this tribulation that took long time between the Muslims. Abu Bakr radiallahu anhu used to be, holding Al-Hasan when he was young, and saying to Ali radiallahu anhu, he doesn't resemble his father. He resembles his grandfather. He was joking with Ali radiallahu anhu. So this is what Al-Hasan did. The question rises again. So why Shi'ism returned? The answer is Abdullah ibn Saba, the Jewish Yemeni person who conspired with the killers of Uthman. They cooperated. That's what happened. Isn't Allah sufficient for us that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala plot against those who plot? Yes, for sure. But also, if Allah left it, it's for His wisdom. If Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants to stop it, He can stop it. Allah ala kulli shay'in qadir. Did the Prophet foretold this? Did the Prophet prophesy? Did he say that these things are going to happen? The answer is yes. The Prophet said, my ummah will be divided on 73 cult, all of which will be in hell except one. He was asked, who are those? Who's that one? The Prophet replied and said, those who are on my way and the way of my companions. Umar, he was the leader after Abu Bakr's death. And he was asking Hudayfa, because Hudayfa memorized all the tribulations that the Prophet foretold. So Umar said to Hudayfa, Hudayfa, tell me about the fitan, the tribulations that the Prophet ﷺ mentioned. Then Hudayfa said, there is no problem. There is no problem about you against it, O Umar. You are away from it. Then he said, before that, he said, did you mean the tribulation of the person concerning his family, his property? He said, no, this is not what I meant. I meant the tribulations, the fitan, that wave that flows just like waves of the sea. He said, don't worry about it, O Umar. There's a barrier between you and it. He said, what is that barrier? He said, there's a door. He said, that means the fitna, the tribulations will come after Umar. Then Umar said, will that door be opened or broken? Hudayfa said, no, but it's going to be broken. Umar understood that breaking the door means the killing of Umar. Once the Prophet was standing upon the mountain of Uhud, and the mountain shook, and the Prophet ﷺ said, be steady, Uhud, be steady, for there is upon you a prophet and Siddiq, that is Abu Bakr, and 2 martyrs, that means Umar and Uthman. After the death of the Prophet, Umar was asking Allah to grant him a martyrdom in the city of his Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala fulfilled the appeal and the invoking of Umar. And Umar got killed by a Persian fire worshipper. Ironically, the killer of Umar today has a great value and honor, to the extent that they built a big shrine for him in Khurasan. I think Khurasan, or I don't remember the name of the city, but it's in Iran. Can you imagine? Iran says to us, we need to get close, we need to get united. Sunnis and Shia, we have to get united for the benefit of the Ummah. For the benefit of the Ummah, you build that shrine, provocative shrine, that injures the sensation of the Ummah, who take those 2 great heroes of Islam, the best people ever on earth, except the prophets, Abu Bakr and Umar. You slander them and you honor the killer of Umar. And you say, we seek the unity of the Ummah. That's not the topic. Anyway. So the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam foretold, he had mentioned, prophesied what's going to happen. He also said to Uthman, do you remember what the Prophet said when he was on the mountain? He said, there is on you already 1 prophet, 1 Siddiq, 2 shaheeds. Umar got killed and he was martyr. Subhanallah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala predestined. He willed to leave a mark of Umar's martyrdom. Once they were expanding the mosque after Umar's death. And one leg appeared while they were digging. And they got terrified. They were terrified. Why? They thought this is the foot of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Now you may ask this question. Why did they think that this is the foot of the Prophet? It's very obvious. The foot was fresh. The foot remained fresh. That's why they thought that this is the foot of the Prophet ﷺ. Afterwards, they recognized that this was the foot of Umar radiallahu anhu. This is narrated in Bukhari. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala kept for us a sign of Umar's martyrdom. But as for Uthman, the Prophet ﷺ said to Uthman, Allah will be clothing you a shirt that hypocrites will be pressuring you to take it off. Do not take it off. Keep it on you. And the Prophet meant by that the leadership. Once Uthman was seeking permission to enter to a place where the Prophet was sitting. The first seeker of permission was Abu Bakr. Look how they go, orderly, one after the other. The first one was Abu Bakr. So Abu Musa al-Ash'ari said, "O Prophet, Abu Bakr is knocking on the door and seeking permission." The Prophet said, "Allow him, permit him to enter, and give him the good news of being in Jannah." Then afterwards, Umar was the second permission seeker. Then the Prophet told Abu Musa to allow him to enter and to give him the good news that he will be in Jannah. The third seeker was Uthman. Then the Prophet said to Abu Musa, permit him to enter and give him the good news of entering Jannah for a great tribulation that is going to befall him. Then when Uthman heard that, he said, Allahul Musta'an. Allah is the one that should be sought for help. A beautiful word in Arabic. See how it took a long time with me for translation, but saying it in Arabic is so beautiful. Allahul Musta'an. So the Prophet told him that there will be a tragedy, a disaster that awaits for him. Oh, I should not forget that the Prophet ﷺ also praised his grandson Al-Hasan for what he did, for the reconciliation that he made. The Prophet said, this son of mine is a master. And I hold that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will be reconciliating by him between two groups, conflicting groups of Muslims. Now, if anyone, whether truly or falsely belong to the Prophet ﷺ, they say, you should call me Sayyid. Why? He says, because I belong to the family of the Prophet, you know. So you should call me Sayyid. No. The Prophet ﷺ mentioned specifically Al-Hasan because of his action. The honor is for the action of Al-Hasan, not necessarily because we call him Sayyid because he belongs to the Prophet ﷺ's family. Yes, it's a great honor. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says regarding the honor. I'm sorry for drifting you from topic to another, but sometimes we have to. فَإِذَا نُفِخَ فِي الصُّورِ فَإِذَا نُفِخَ فِي الصُّورِ. When the trumpet will be blown up by, that means by the angel, which will be causing all people to die. Allah said, فَلَا أَنْسَابَ بَيْنَهُمْ يَوْمَئِذٍ وَلَا يَتَسَاءَلُونَ. At that time, there is no relationship that ever benefits. No. And I like what the Prophet ﷺ said. He said, وَمَنْ بَطَّأَ بِهِ عَمَلُهُ لَمْ يُسْرِعْ بِهِ نَسَبُهُ. How can I translate this beautiful expression? The Prophet was given the small words with the great meanings. Indeed. The one who do not have enough good deeds which caused him to go slowly to Jannah, his tribe or lineage will not give him a push. So we should depend on the action, not to count on our lineage that we belong to. No. As they say, لَيْسَ الْفَتَى مَنْ قَالَ كَانَ أَبِي. The real person is not the one who says, my father was so and so, my father did so and so. No, no, no. إِنَّ الْفَتَى مَنْ قَالَ هَا أَنَا ذَا. The real good person is the one who says, here I am. I'm doing this, I'm doing that. So, the Prophet praised his grandson, Al-Hasan, for this reconciliation. So you can see many things the Prophet mentioned about these tribulations. And also the Prophet mentioned another thing about his wife Aisha. Aisha was so much concerned about the division of the Ummah. She decided to go and to try to reconciliate between Ali and Muawiyah. And the Prophet said, he was talking to his wives, who's that one among you that will reach to a place called Al-Hawab, and the dogs will be barking against her at that place? Now, Aisha was asked, oh mother, what had caused you to take your way? She said, my son, this verse in the Quran, لا خير في كثير من نجواهم. There is no much good among what people speak. إلا من أمر بصدقة, except one who enjoins a charity, encourages giving a charity. أو معروف, or a good deed. أو إصلاح بين الناس, or reconciliation between people. This ayah, this very verse, is the cause for my going to Ali to reconciliate. Even this thing, the Prophet had mentioned it. And when Aisha reached to that place, Al-Hawab, she heard the barking of dogs and she remembered the hadith. She said, what do you call that place? They said, this is the place, this place is called Al-Hawab. She said, I want to return. I want to return. I remember the Prophet mentioned something about the barking of the dogs at that place. I'm concerned. I don't feel well. So they said, wait a minute. You promised to take the effort of reconciliating, and so don't get back. So they discouraged her from going back. You may ask this question after all I mentioned. What is the wisdom behind these tribulations? Number one, this life is not the life of peace. No. It's not a life of peace. It's a life of struggle. It's a life of loss. It's a life of test. That's it. And among people are those who pass the test, and among them are those who lose in the test. You may ask this question again. Doesn't Allah know that there are people who are going to fail in the test? I said yes. So why Allah has to do that? Allah the Almighty wants to signify those who seek the truth, struggling for it. Signify them from those who follow nothing but their desires. You may say, but Allah knows that they're going to do that. I say, yes. You know, when I was in the UK and I was on the process of having my British license, and they were asking questions. So they gave me a question and they gave me 3 different answers, answer A, B, and C. And they put deliberately 2 false answers. So why do they do that? Are they deluding me? No, they just want to signify those serious people from among those who are not serious. And Allah does what He will. And if what people did regarding the license is this, if this is wisdom, Allah is the all-wise, is all aware of everything. So the Prophet said that there will be a time that fitna will be spreading and knowledge will be diminished. Knowledge will be so rare, so little. That's what the Prophet said. What does this mean? Knowledge is very important to avoid as much as you can these tribulations. There was tribulations at the lifetime of Abu Bakr, the first caliph, but he was the most knowledgeable person among the companions, and he completely, perfectly dealt with these tribulations. Today we lack the knowledge by which we can avoid as much as we can these tribulations. We lack the knowledge. But if these tribulations took place, we say, we remind you of what the Prophet ﷺ said, this nation of mine is a nation of mercy, is a granted mercy nation. Allah had preceded its punishment, preceded its suffering in life. And the punishment of my nation, which was advanced, thank God it was not delayed, because if our punishment is delayed to hell, it's going to be worse. In the grave, it's going to be worse. So if I was given the option whether to be punished here or there, I would say no, let it be here. Let me be purified from my sins here in this life of loss, in this life of test, in this ending life, better than being punished in that enduring, endless life, eternal life. No, I don't want to be punished there. So still this is good for the ummah. Allah had advanced the punishment of the ummah in this life. And the weakness of this ummah from time to time, the alternation, the international alternation of countries is also one of the aspects, one of the forms of Allah's test on His servants. As Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said in a beautiful ayah, وَتِلْكَ الْأَيَّامُ نُدَاوِلُهَا بَيْنَ النَّاسِ. This is beautiful. I would like that, if it's possible, that we have a look at that. Let me have a look. Yeah, let's have a look at. I'm not going to read a translation for you. I'm going to pass through the. I'm going to recite the Arabic, and I'll leave the English for you. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. قد خلت من قبلكم سنن فسيروا في الأرض فانظروا كيف كان عاقبة المكذبين. هذا بيان للناس وهدى وموعظة للمتقين. ولا تهنوا ولا تحزنوا وأنتم الأعلون إن كنتم مؤمنين. إن يمسسكم قرح فقد مس القوم قرح مثله وتلك الأيام نداولها بين الناس وليعلم الله الذين آمنوا ويتخذ منكم شهداء والله لا يحب الظالمين وليمحص الله الذين آمنوا ويمحق الكافرين. أم حسبتم أن تدخلوا الجنة ولما يعلم الله الذين جاهدوا منكم ويعلم الصابرين. ولقد كنتم تمنون الموت من قبل أن تلقوه فقد رأيتموه وأنتم تنظرون. وما محمد إلا رسول قد خلت من قبله الرسل أفإن مات أو قتل انقلبتم على أعقابكم ومن ينقلب على عقبيه فلن يضر الله شيئا وسيجزي الله الشاكرين. ومن ينقلب على عقبيه فلن يضر الله شيئا وسيجزي الله الشاكرين. Subhanallah. Very beautiful, impressive, very beautiful and impressive verses. Allah is showing in these verses the benefits, the reasons behind sometimes getting weak. You know, if the ummah is always strong, that may cause it to be always away from Allah, to lack down in this life. But from time to time. And also, those hypocrites, when they always gain while they are in this ummah, as long as they're gaining, you can't recognize them. You can't signify them. But once there's a trouble in the ummah, you can see those who back off from those who are strengthened. Now, I have taken you along with this issues, but also it is very important. As also Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, وَنَبْلُوكُمْ بِالشَّرِّ وَالْخَيْرِ فِتْنَةً وَإِلَيْنَا تُرْجَعُونَ. Every soul will taste death, and we test you by evil and good, not only by one, by evil and good as a trial, and to us you shall be returned. And to us you should be returned. Now, after we return, what's going to happen? Look at these beautiful verses. This life, as I mentioned, is not a life that deserves with us to live always. Look, who died before me? The best people on earth, that is the prophets. They died. If someone deserved to be remaining, lasting in this life, then let it be the prophet. The prophet deserves to be the most deserving person to live. But the prophet died before me. Let's have a look at these verses again. As Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, this verse, لهم دار السلام عند ربهم وهو وليهم بما كانوا يعملون. For them will be the home of peace with their Lord, and He will be their protecting friend because of what they used to do. Allahu Akbar. It's a very beautiful verse. لهم دار السلام عند ربهم وهو وليهم بما كانوا يعملون. Another verse. والله يدعو إلى دار السلام ويهدي من يشاء إلى صراط مستقيم. Let's analyze those following verses as well. Allah is talking about the attributes of those believers. One of their attributes is الذين يوفون بعهد الله ولا ينقضون الميثاق. Those who fulfill the covenant of Allah and do not break the contract. والذين يصلون ما أمر الله به أن يوصل ويخشون ربهم ويخافون سوء الحساب. And those who join that which Allah has ordered to be joined. He's talking about the kinship, the relationship between relatives, and fear their Lord and are afraid of the evil of their account. والذين صبروا ابتغاء وجه ربهم وأقاموا الصلاة وأنفقوا مما رزقناهم سرا وعلانية ويدرؤون بالحسنة السيئة أولئك لهم عقبى الدار جنات عدن يدخلونها ومن صلح من آبائهم وأزواجهم وذرياتهم والملائكة يدخلون عليهم من كل باب سلام عليكم بما صبرتم فنعم عقبى الدار. Beautiful verses, very impressive. This life is not the life that you should be caring for yourself, because if you cleanse yourself to it, it's gonna kick you. Truly. You should learn, you should know the purpose of life. What is the purpose of life? Someday you must, look, today you're closer to your grave than yesterday. And tomorrow you're going to be closer to your grave than today. So make preparation. Make a good preparation. We're coming also to the subject, to the topic of this episode. Shirk. The Shia are opposing the Tawheed of the Quran. That is a fact. I just want to let you watch something before we start. I want you to watch this video, which I translated maybe 1 hour ago. I typed it by myself. Let's see. Let's see what it contains.
تقولون يا علي قلت له شوف المرأة يوم اللي تجيبنا أمهاتنا تقول يا علي أول كلمة نسمعها يا علي النبي كان يقول يا علي لا تقول شرك النبي هم كان مشرك أعوذ بالله قلت له المرأة لما تريد تجيب أولادها تقول يا علي يوم اللي نريد نمشي تعلمنا تقول يا علي واصعد من الدرج يوم اللي نوقع نقول يا علي يوم اللي نموت نقول يا علي وبالقبر نقول يا علي ونطلع من قبورنا ونقول يا علي ووالله يوم اللي ندخل الجنة احنا ننادي يا علي. ان شاء الله رب العالمين ما يسلب من عندنا الكلمة في الاوقات الحرجة. نادى عليا مظهر العجائب تجده عونا لك في النوائب.
إخواني الأعزاء التوسل ضرورة لنا والذين يقولون ما يحتاج توسل كلم الله مباشرة، نعم كلمه مباشرة، لكن طريق أطول. الطريق الأخصر والأنفع أن تتوسل، لكن يكون خط التوسل مفضل عند الله وأسرع إجابة. جرب، ادعو بتوسل، ادعو بدون توسل، وشوف أيهما يقبل أكثر. أو شخصين، واحد يدعو بعمل واحد أو عملين متشابهين، بتوسل وبدون توسل، لا إشكال بأنه بتوسل يكون أسرع وأضمن.
Did you realize? Did you hear what he said? The first one said, since we were born, when our mother was on the process of delivering us, she was shouting, "Oh Ali, help me." Who's Ali, by the way? Where is he? He's dead. He's alive and dead. He's alive with his Lord, not with us, not observing us. No. In our life, he's dead. In the next life, he is alive because he's martyr. We believe he's a martyr. Okay. So, the moment our mothers deliver us, she says, "Oh Ali." When she teaches us how to climb the stairs, she orders us to say, "Oh Ali," while taking the stairs. If we die, we're going to die while we're saying, "Oh Ali." If we are in the grave, we're going to be saying Ali in our graves. If we're going to be resurrected, we're going to be saying, "Oh Ali," in our resurrection. What is this? Is this a tawheed? I ask you by Allah. I mean, judge it for yourselves. Is this the tawheed that the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam left us with? Now, as for the second person, he was saying tawassul. Tawassul means, that's what he claims, that tawassul means this. Tawassul means to him, "Oh Prophet Muhammad, help me. Oh Prophet Muhammad, ask Allah to help me." They call it tawassul. He says, if you want to ask God directly, go ahead. But the way to Allah in your call to Him is longer and less guaranteed. But if you ask someone other than Allah, if you ask the Prophet, Ali, this is faster for responding your call and more guaranteed. Then he was outraged of one who says to you, why do you say, "Oh Ali"? Why? This is not he says, look. He said, look, saying "Oh Allah" is shirk, and saying "Oh Ali" is tawheed. Is this Islam? That's not Islam. It's another type of Christianity. It's another type of Christianity. It's not Islam. Let's see. Let's continue with the video. Ready? Let's watch.
واحد شيخ، يا الله الله الله، خط جيد صح، يا الله، هذا يقول هذا توحيد، يا علي هذا شرك. لا، يا الله بلا يا علي شرك، يا علي هي اللي صحح التوحيد.
No, saying "Oh Allah" without saying "Oh Ali," this is shirk. Look, he has a good looking, he has amama, and he said that he claims that he loves Ahlul Bayt. Is this the madhab of Ahlul Bayt? To proclaim it just like that, saying "Oh Allah" is shirk? I wonder. Let's continue.
انكسرت جناحاتي اقول يا حسين، اذا العدو الناصر يريد يأذيني اقول يا حسين، اذا المجرم يحاربني اقول يا حسين. من الذي ساعدكم يا شباب لبنان؟ حسين، ولا ينجيكم غير الحسين.
He said, if anything happens to me, if a criminal attacks me, I shout, "Oh Hussein." If the enemy attacks me, just like what happened in Lebanon, he's calling the people, and he said, "Who helped you other than Hussein?" Nothing, no one helped you except Hussein. Where's Allah? I don't know. Let's carry on with this video. It contains really wonders. I just wanted to show the non-Arabic speaker Shias that don't risk your life, Don't risk your other life. This is shirk. This is shirk. Let's continue the video with the remaining time I still have.
وأينما نحل ونرحل نتوجه إلى الكعبة لأن فيها علي بن أبي طالب صلوات الله وسلامه عليه. بقيت في جو.
Saying that whatever from wherever we are, we take the direction of Qibla, Kaaba. Why? He's giving you the reason why. Because once there was a time that Ali was inside it. That is the reason. Why we're and another person, I heard him, he was saying, externally we are taking the direction of Kaaba, but internally, in fact, we are taking the direction of Ali, who was inside it. And that's the same thing of what this person is saying nowadays. Is this tawheed? I mean, what is the difference? What is the difference between the shirk of the Christians and the shirk of those people? Let's continue.
4 أيام 3 أيام بكاملها تأكل من ثمار الجنة، وفي اليوم الرابع خرجت، ولكنها عندما خرجت وهي تحمل على يديها اللاهوت الأبدي، تحمل على يديها أبا الأئمة الأطهار صلوات الله وسلامه عليه وعليهم أجمعين.
4 days. Fatima bint Asad, the mother of Ali. By the way, Ali's mother is Fatima, and Ali's wife is Fatima. But Fatima bint Asad is the mother of Ali. She was inside Kaaba, eating from the fruits of Jannah as preparation for the extraordinary human being who is not, in a matter of fact, human being. That's what he wants to say. And you're going to see. You're going to be shocked with what he's going to say after a while. Now, at the 4th day, she went out from Mecca, from the Kaaba, the house of Allah, lifting upon her hands the eternal God, Allahut al-Abadi. I'll repeat it to you. I want you to hear it. Now you can record the video that I'm putting for you and check it out if I'm lying to you or not. I never lie, inshallah. I'll repeat to you a little bit. I'll rewind it, and I want you to hear it. Ready? Let's hear.
كلوا من ثمار الجنة وفي اليوم الرابع خرجت، ولكنها عندما خرجت وهي تحمل على يديها اللاهوت الأبدي، تحمل على يديها أبا الأئمة الأطهار صلوات الله وسلامه عليه وعليهم أجمعين. هذه فاطمة بنت أسد أقبلت تحمل لاهوت الأبد، فاسجدوا ذلا له في من سجد، وله الأملاك طرا سجدا، إذ تجلى نوره في آدم.
I'll leave it to you to determine whether this is Islam or disbelief. It is shirk. Islam is based on tawheed. My appeal and call to every Shia is this: do not risk your last day. For Allah the Almighty said, إن الله لا يغفر أن يشرك به ويغفر ما دون ذلك لمن يشاء. Indeed, Allah does not forgive association with Him, but He forgives what is beyond that, less than that, to whom He will. He does not forgive shirk, and this is shirk. Another verse. لقد كفر الذين قالوا إن الله هو المسيح ابن مريم وقال المسيح يا بني إسرائيل اعبدوا الله ربي وربكم إنه من يشرك بالله فقد حرم الله عليه الجنة ومأواه النار وما للظالمين من أنصار. They have certainly disbelieved those who say Allah is the Messiah, the Son of Mary, while the Messiah has said, O children of Israel, worship Allah. Now, what I'm saying to you, these word for word, you can find it now in the Gospel. Allah is my Lord and your Lord. Whoever associates others than Allah, Allah will make Jannah forbidden on him. Whoever associates a partner with Allah, Allah will make paradise forbidden on him. And his refuge will be in the hellfire. And there is no one to be a helper for the wrongdoers. So, إِنَّهُ مَن يُشْرِكْ بِاللَّهِ فَقَدْ حَرَّمَ اللَّهُ عَلَيْهِ الْجَنَّةِ وَمَأْوَاهُ النَّارِ. Allah will make Jannah forbidden. So why do you have to risk yourself? Why do you have to do that? Let me show you with maybe the one remaining minute with me to show you some wonders. Here in this book, Kashf al-Asrar for Khomeini. Khomeini, it's well known. What does he say in his book? Page 49. He said, they claim that seeking a need from the dead is shirk, because the Prophet ﷺ or the Imam after him is just like a corpse. So no benefit or harm is expected or hoped from him. After that, we have to clarify that shirk is asking something from other than Allah based on being a god. But what is less than that, it is not shirk. And there is no difference between a dead and alive. So seeking a need even from the stone or from the rock is not shirk. If you seek help from a stone or a rock, is it not? It is not shirk. He's not saying it is halal, but he's saying it is not shirk. I wonder, so what is it now? What do you call it? Sport? In his book, Al-Hukuma Al-Islamiyya, he's saying to us here, this is the book, Al-Hukuma Al-Islamiyya. All right, I'll try to, okay. In this book, page 47, he's saying, Imam has a high rank and a very great grade, and he has a leadership, a universal kind of leadership that causes all creatures to be under its loyalty, under its control. Even the atoms of this universe under control of the Imams. Even the atoms. You know what Allah said in the Quran? About those whom people set up as partners with Allah, He says, لا يملكون مثقال ذرة. Those whom you're taking partners with Allah. And by the way, Allah's talking about human beings. Because Allah said in another verse, we're going to start next week with the verses directly. إن الذين تدعون من دون الله عباد أمثالكم. Those upon whom you invoke apart from Allah, they are the servants. They are servants the like of you. فَدْعُوهُمْ. So call them. فَلْيَسْتَجِيبُوا لَكُمْ. Then let them respond to you. إِن كُنْتُمْ صَادِقِينَ. If you are telling the truth. Yeah, let them respond to you. They're not going to respond. Now, here's the book which considered to be the most reliable and important Shia book, called Al-Kafi for Al-Kulayni. In this book, what does he say? Let's follow up what he says. he says that the Imams, Ahlul Bayt, they said, we are the face of Allah on the earth. We are the eye of Allah. We are the hand, the extended hand of Allah. We are those whom Allah meant when He said, to Allah belongs the beautiful names, so ask Him by them, by the names. He said, and we are, wallahi, the beautiful names of Allah, that Allah does not accept any worship except through us. Here, he said, Allah had mixed us with Him, mixed us with Him. The Imams, the creatures, they are mixed with Allah the Almighty. I mean, isn't this amazing? Look what they say here in page 338. الدنيا كلها للإمام. The whole life belongs to the Imam. The whole life belongs to the Imam. Aren't you making them partners with Allah? Obviously, yes. Also, here, yeah. Also here they say that Allah had created Fatima from the light. Allah created us from light. And He touched us by His hand. And He passed His light in us. In us. Yani they are the light of Allah. Now here we have in Christianity, they believe also, let me see that. Yeah. Look at this. We have here the catechism of Christianity. The principle of Christianity. They say we believe in one Lord, that is Jesus Christ, the Son of God, begotten of the Father, light of light, God of God. So they say that Jesus is the light of the light, and His Father is the light, and Jesus is the light of that light, that is the Father. Shia, they say the same thing. That the Prophet and Ahlul Bayt, they are light of light. All what I mentioned to you show the fact that Shiism is one of the extremist kind of belief. They have the extremist kind of belief. And their doctrine contains a lot of shirk. Let us, at the next week, inshallah, focus on the verses. I want the Shia, every Shia person, to follow up with me the verses of the Quran and to judge his cult and madhab compared to the verses he will be hearing. Thank you for your attention, for attending my episode, and I hope inshallah that we will meet at another episode next Saturday. Be with us. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah wa barakatuh.